Hi guys, welcome back. IKEA has thousands of products, but today I'm testing the cheapest tier, everything under $10 or €10. I walked the showroom, checked the materials, read the reviews and narrow it down to 20 small but mighty pieces. These cost about the price of a sandwich, but they're not just cheap fillers. Most of them look far more expensive than they are. Or they solve everyday problems beautifully. Prices vary by country, but every single item in this video was under 10 when I filmed. Let's see which ones are actually worth it, starting with lighting. For the table, the SILVERPÄRON is one of my favorites under 10. The shape feels organic, with two candle holders branching out, almost like vines. It's very elegant on a dining table, especially if you pair two candles with different heights. It's a low investment for a big impact. And candlelight always makes a room feel more sophisticated. Next up is the ZEBRASÄV pendant lamp. It's asymmetric, so it looks slightly different from every angle, which gives it a designer feel. At least 50% of the plastic is recycled, and the translucent shade gives it a warm diffuse light. You can hang it over a kitchen island or breakfast nook, and it feels more playful than traditional pendants. If you need ambient light on a budget, this is it. This floor lamp is probably one of the most practical budget lamps IKEA makes. It has simple clean lines, is very lightweight, and it creates this nice diffuse light upwards to brighten darker corners or place them on either side of a sofa, because it balances the room without taking over visually. And if you want to make it smarter, just add an Alexa or Google compatible bulb and suddenly you've got a very functional piece of lighting for very little money. This small candle holder has a fun rounded silhouette that reminds me of a donut or bagel. The dark blue and white finish makes it sculptural enough to display even when you don't have a candle in it. I think of it more as a small styling object. Pop it on a stack of books or on a bathroom shelf and it looks intentional rather than just functional. If you want something even smaller, the FRÖJDA glass tea light holder is so simple but so striking. The cut glass pattern throws star-like beams of light across the table when a candle is inside. They look gorgeous, like crystal glass. For indoors or outdoors, this tea light lantern has a delicate print details that cast beautiful shadows. The door is magnetic, so it doesn't swing open when you move it, and the tiny feet gives it a finished polish look. You can place it down or hang it. These are the kind of things I like to buy as gifts as well, because they feel more expensive than they are. This table lamp is one of those IKEA surprises. It has a pleated shade, very Scandinavian in style, and it gives off the kind of soft, cozy light that makes any corner instantly more inviting. This small wood knob on top adds a thoughtful touch, and it makes it feel like something you'd find in a boutique, not under €10 of course. It works perfectly on a bedside table, a hallway, console, or even a desk if you want a softer glow while working. You can find this model also as a pendant lamp, and without a cable it's €10. Moving into decor, this vase looks much more high-end than the price suggests. It's really good quality, the groove lines makes it look sculptural, so it works just as well empty as it does holding a flower or a branch. I feel it has a timeless quality, both classic and modern vibe at the same time. The RÖDALM frame is great if you want something a little more substantial than IKEA's basic frames. The deeper profile lets you mount artwork towards the back, which creates a shadow box effect. This way it looks more gallery-like. I always remove the shiny plastic from IKEA's frames because it makes the artwork look more natural and less cheap. A few years ago they used to have real glass which had less of a glare than this plastic. The stainless steel plate can be used as a serving platter, but I think it works just as well as a tray on a dresser or vanity. Put your daily perfumes, hand cream or even jewelry on it and suddenly it feels styled instead of cluttered. Or just use it as decor as they did here. Now let's talk plants. IKEA plants are often overlooked, but they are actually great quality, very healthy. They offer a wide variety of plants, they always have the trendy ones as well, and you can find plants under $10. Usually they are smaller in size, but plants grow fast. This one, also known as snake plant or mother-in-law's tongue, is one of the easiest plants you can own. It only needs water once or twice a month, and it's almost impossible to kill. If you're a beginner, start here. Also check the clearance section. Sometimes bigger plants are marked down because of minor transport damage, but they recover quickly with a little care. And pair your plants with the bucket. I don't think I pronounced that correctly. And pair your plants with this pot. It comes in cream, terracotta and green. I like the wavy playful shape, it's very organic, almost like something you'd find in a local pottery market. Mixing a few colors and sizes together creates a nice collected look. Now moving to organization and storage. The SKUBB line is an IKEA staple. The underbed storage cases slides in easily and keeps seasonal clothes or bedding dust-free. And the little box sets completely transform drawers. They have a solid structure so they don't flop, and you can also fold flat when not in use. But once you start using them, you'll want them in every drawer. IKEA's lowest price for this category is this. I'm not a big fan because they do not have any structure, but if you're on a budget, they are great. For bathrooms or vanities, I love this set. It comes with 5 tinted boxes with lids, and they stack perfectly. The lids have these edges that keep everything in place, so when you open the drawer, it looks very chic. They were designed to fit IKEA drawers, but they work just as well in other furniture. Opening a drawer and seeing everything neat and accessible feels so satisfying. The NOJIG organizers are one of the best deals in IKEA. They start at just 79 cents. You can mix and match different sizes to completely fill out a drawer, whether it's the kitchen, bathroom or the office. They're neutral in color, practical and keep things from sliding around. Honestly, this is the definition of a small item that makes a big difference. The UPPDATERA tray is simple but sturdy, it's plastic, easy to wipe down, and fits in deep drawers. It's not glamorous, but it does the job well. If you want an even cheaper option, the SMÄCKER tray is surprisingly solid for this price. It's small and compact, perfect for tiny apartments or starter kitchens. The OSTBIT bamboo plate holder is one of those things you didn't know you needed until you get it. It makes plates easy to grab and keeps cupboards looking neat. But people also use it for lids, for file folders, even for drawing artwork. If you check Pinterest, you'll find many DIYs with this item. It's very versatile for just a couple of euros or dollars. The sorting cable box hides chargers, power strips and messy cords. I love pieces like this because they reduce visual clutter. A tidy space always feels calmer, and this one makes cleaning easier too. IKEA has many magazine files. My favorites are this oak effect finish. They look more expensive than cardboard, perfect for open shelves where you want to gather all your papers or magazines without making the space look messy. This line is another good option if you want a coordinated look. The storage boxes and magazine files are simple but practical, and they line up neatly on shelves. Add a label on the front and suddenly your storage looks styled instead of chaotic. The TJOG line is similar, dark grey boxes and files that are very sturdy. They make the shelves look a lot more elegant. Moving on to textiles and finishing touches, IKEA cushion covers are endless, but the ones worth checking out are the natural fabrics, cotton, linen or texture weaves. They look more expensive than polyester, and swapping cushion covers is one of the easiest way to refresh a sofa or bed each season. The little net curtains are iconic. For less than $5, you get a pair that gives privacy during the day without blocking the light. They're long and I personally love letting them pull on the floor for a relaxed, airy look. But you can shorten them without bringing out a sewing machine. Just cut them and they are ready to go because they don't have a hem on the bottom. The Rinning tea towels, these are at least 50% recycled cotton and they come in simple striped designs. They're soft, absorbent and practical. I like having a few sets around because you can never have too many kitchen towels. So those are my top IKEA products. Drop your favorites in the comments and don't forget to like and subscribe if you want more IKEA and home decor inspiration. Thanks for watching, bye!